Thank you. And again, let's welcome Zack Bodner, CEO of the Oshman family, JCC, back to the stage. Thank you.
And a big thank you to Sarah Tuttle Singer. All right, I'm going to be quick because I don't want to keep you from your nosh, your food, your drinks. But that's what's going on after this, by the way. As soon as I wrap up, there's a reception, us old people downstairs with the drinks, the young people upstairs. Make your way back to the Cultural Arts Hall. But I want to end on a note of tachlis, because this whole thing is about taking some action, doing something. But let's first congratulate ourselves. We did it. We had a whole day of talking about Zionism, respectfully, civilly, passionately. And we've shared with our communities across the country that it's possible to do it. So our challenge to you, watching this by live stream, is to do your own Zionism 3.0 conference next year. So I am reminded of a time when I was at Yale University, when the coach of the Yeshiva University crew team came to talk to the coach of the Yale University crew team because they just kept losing. Yeshiva University, they just kept losing match after match. So they came to Yale to check with the coach, why is it that the Yale team keeps winning and we just keep losing? And so the Yale coach brought the Yeshiva U coach out to watch some practices, and it clicked for him. It started to figure out. He went back home to Yeshiva U, and they said, no, so did you figure it out? And he said, yeah, you know what it is? They have 8 guys who row and only 1 guy who yells. So let's stop just yelling at each other or yelling with each other, and let's all start rowing together. I'm going to give you 10 things that we want you to do, not all of which you need to do. Just pick one of them that you haven't been doing yet. Just pick one to start it on your path towards tachlis, on making this a reality. Number 1, join the dialogue. As Darren Kleinberg said, if you were in his breakout, we are about to enter this next year, which will be the 50th year, the 50th anniversary of the reunification of Jerusalem. We're going to have a whole year's worth of dialogue, a year's worth of events, a year's worth of programs here at the JCC and out in the community to talk about what that means. Be a part of this conversation. Bring people with you. Get to know others in the community who care about this, but join the dialogue. Number 2, go to Israel. Yeah, Einat Wilf said, create an Israel plan for your kids. We led the first ever Silicon Valley trip to Israel this past summer. We're doing it again in 2 summers. That's right, 2018. Bring your family. If you can't wait till then, find another trip to go on. Synagogue trips, federation trips. There are so many organizations running trips regularly, but go to Israel. Bring your family. Number 3, show up. Show up. Israeli events are taking place here every single week. Festivals, celebrations, classes, speakers, Israel for real, R-E-E-L, learning Israel through film. There are so many things that are happening in this community. Just show up and start to inform yourself and educate yourself and bring others. You'll be a part of the conversation if you do. Write a check, okay? There are plenty of organizations that help support today, and it's only possible to do events like this with your philanthropic generosity. So a thank you to our sponsors, the people in the community, and the other organizations. But many of us, like the JCC, we are community-sponsored nonprofit organizations. A way for you to help be a Zionist today is continue with that long-held Zionist way of being supported philanthropically. Also, read up. Become an expert. Subscribe to the Times of Israel online. It's very expensive, but I'm sure all of you can afford it. What's the subscription rate these days, Sarah? 0. It's free. It's the right price. Subscribe online, get the emails in your inbox, watch it on your Facebook feed, but get informed and become part of the conversation because you are now an expert. People are going to look to you as an expert whether you like it or not, because you came to this conference, because you're Jewish, because you go to Israel, so you got to stay up to speed with the most important things taking place. Learn Hebrew. Einat Wilf also mentioned this one. If you want to have a deep connection to our Israeli family or partners or stakeholders in Israel, speak the language. We lead a class here. We lead a session called Beged Kefet. It's great for kids. It gives you actually high school credit. But there are other ways to learn Hebrew as well. But become proficient in the mother tongue. It'll take you to the whole next level. Support the students. Our students are right now in the eye of the storm. Many of them on the college campuses here are going to be facing BDS. And when we talk about the 50th year of the anniversary of the reunification of Jerusalem, you know how other people are going to talk about the 50th year. Our students can really use your help, knowing there's a safe space in the community. Host them for a Shabbat dinner. Just let them know they are supported out there and they're loved and they have a place to turn. If you need help figuring out who and where to sponsor students, talk to the folks at the Hillel. You could talk to us. We'll plug you in with them. But the students could really use our support. Speak up. You have a voice. Use it. Write letters to the editor, call into radio shows, write op-eds. You have a point of view, and you need to continue to be part of that conversation. Please use your voice. Become an advocate. Talk to Congress. Talk to your elected officials. You heard Dennis Ross say, we just passed a $38 billion plan for Israel. You realize this non-Jewish organization we call Congress just gifted $38 billion to Israel. If you take every single Jewish organization in the world, working 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, they won't touch that number. This mostly non-Jewish body Congress, they deserve a little thank you. Write to them and say thank you. Show your pride. Fly the flag. Don't be afraid to wear Israel on your sleeve. We have taken back the word Zionism today. Unfortunately, those have tried to sully it for many, many years. We have talked about Zionism. Zionism is a word that has given us pride, and we have retaken that word that others have tried to sully. Be strong, be proud, fly the flag, and continue to be part of the conversation. Thank you for being here today. We're thrilled that you're a part of the conversation. Let's keep it going. Join us for drinks outside. Thank you very much. Have a good night.